got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug.
Really had much to say until he started running for president.
But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person.
Elon Musk has formally sued Whoopi Goldberg and the hosts of The View for $80 million, alleging deliberate misrepresentation and defamation. Goldberg's comments that suggested Musk and J.D. Vance were planning to manipulate government control if former President Donald Trump were removed from office are the reason behind this legal action. The lawsuit has sparked heated discussions about media ethics and free speech accountability. Interestingly, Joe Rogan has also commented on the controversy on his podcast, further amplifying the public's reaction. Rogan criticized the hypocrisy of mainstream media, pointing out how they once treated Trump warmly but later demonized him.
He had much to say until he started running for president. Then I could say everything I needed to say. My face said everything.
Was the episode of you when you were on The View, and I think it was 2015 or 2006, like when you were running for president.
Right.
And you got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
Musk's accusations against Goldberg are strongly supported by Rogan's observations regarding media bias and changing narratives. Musk's lawsuit, according to Rogan, might establish a precedent for combating false information and retaliating against public personalities who use their positions to further their own objectives. In the meantime, Goldberg has emotionally defended her comments, saying that she was making a light-hearted reference to her cat rather than Musk.
Okay, I need to clean something up because my cat lays in wait for me on my stairs all the time. That's what I was thinking of that. I wasn't trying to indicate that they were actually standing there with their legs out, hoping he would trip.
Supporters of Musk think her abrupt change is an indication of guilt, while detractors have rejected this explanation as a diversion. Rogan's remarks strengthen the argument and highlight the wider societal disagreement over media accountability and responsibility. Goldberg and her co-hosts allegedly accused Musk and J.D. Vance of hatching covert schemes to take over the government, which are at the heart of Musk's case.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Musk's legal team contends that these claims were made with no foundation in truth and were meant to harm his reputation. The case calls into question the responsibility of talk shows that put sensationalism ahead of facts. As an illustration of how political agendas influence media narratives, Rogan has also brought attention to this problem by pointing out how The Viewpoint first praised Trump before dramatically shifting their position once he entered politics.
Audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Yeah.
But there's probably no one in history that I've ever seen that's been attacked the way you've been attacked and the way they've done it, so coordinated and systematically. And when you see those same people in the past, very favorable to you, like Oprah, when you were on Oprah's show,
very.
She was encouraging you.
Rogan's views support Musk's assertions that talk shows frequently distort narratives, which breeds mistrust among viewers. The drama has increased as a result of Goldberg's justification that her remarks were about her cat and not Musk. Many people see this as a feeble attempt to escape responsibility, which has increased the focus on The View.
But when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes, you're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
And you're supposed to be the good guys.
You're supposed to, and you claim to be the good guys? I'm like, exactly.
You're supposed to be the progressives.
Yes, the Dems are like, oh, we're the good guys. We're the honest people. No, hang on. You can't claim to be the good guys. You can't claim to be the honest people if you're deliberately pushing hoaxes that have been debunked thoroughly.
Yeah. Well,
we're like even Snopes, which is a liberal thing, says it's bogus.
Yeah.
Like the Fine People hoax.
Obama just said that on stage.
It corresponds with Musk's complaint, which demands greater accountability from the media. Support for Musk's lawsuit has grown significantly among both mainstream media critics and fans. Reactions on social media have been exploding with hashtags like Support Elon and Cancel The View. Critics are concerned about the repercussions for free speech, while trending supporters see Musk's actions as a protest against false information. The involvement of Joe Rogan has given Musk's allegations even more legitimacy. Musk's viewpoint has been strengthened by Rogan's rejection of The View, which his audience sees as a voice for exposing media hypocrisy.
Average out The View hosts among the dumbest people on television. And so it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth. But
I don't think some of them are dumb.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think Sunny Hostin's
You think it's deliberate?
I think she's ideologically driven, and they have blinders on, for sure. I don't think Sunny's dumb. But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked and half baked, and you went on stage with it, and it's nothing.
Just
there.
Go for it. Yeah,
there's nothing there. Sometimes comics do that.
Yeah, and the other question is then: is that representative of a big constituency? I think probably yes.
Well, a lot of
MSNBC viewers are probably also thinking,
I don't even think the MSNBC viewers. I think they're a little bit more sophisticated than that.
Yeah.
This is like low information, blue no matter who, like older housewives who are mad at the world. That's the appeal that Whoopi Goldberg had.
Rogan emphasized previous footage of Trump being greeted with warmth by the program before being demonized as political tides changed. This change reflects Musk's worries about how media narratives may be used as a weapon agained public people.
She put me in the movies, right? A long time ago. So how much did I judge? Nothing.
Like they say in the
Whoopi, I love you. I'm telling you.
And they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about.
Supporters of Musk also highlight his support for openness and equity in media coverage. Rogan's analysis emphasizes how media practices need to change and pressure networks to maintain greater standards. Musk's detractors contend that his riches and power might silence opposition, but Rogan's remarks underscore the larger cultural call for media responsibility. The View has come under fire for spreading skewed narratives that put sensationalism ahead of accurate reporting. These problems are highlighted in Musk's lawsuit, where Goldberg's emotional outburst and inconsistent justifications raise questions about the show's legitimacy. Rogan has been outspoken about this, calling out the mainstream media for selective outrage and hypocrisy. He cited past instances in which the media praised Trump's accomplishments but later painted him as a danger. Instead of expressing a sincere concern for justice, Rogan presented this change as a planned attempt to conform to political trends. Many have viewed Goldberg's claim that her remarks were about her cat rather than Musk as an attempt to avoid responsibility, which has led to mistrust. Musk's demand for changes in media methods that encourage viewers to consider the motivations underlying popular tales is strengthened by Rogan's criticism. The allegation that Goldberg's comments during the show incited violence is one of the most controversial aspects of Musk's lawsuit. According to Musk, Goldberg made a joke about someone tripping Trump, which might be seen as inciting damage. Rogan commented on this, stressing the perils of normalizing violent rhetoric in the media. He highlighted the influence of talk programs and condemned their propensity to use humor as a cover for offensive remarks. Goldberg later attempted to minimize the statement by claiming it was about her cat. Rogan's views and Musk's complaint highlight the need for more defined boundaries in media conversations, particularly in a politically sensitive environment. Musk's lawsuit highlights pervasive media bias, with opponents accusing ABC of supporting narratives with political motivations. Rogan concurred, claiming that ratings and controversy are given precedence above impartial reporting by legacy media. Rogan noted that public trust is harmed by media personalities like Goldberg who frequently change stories to fit political agendas. Rogan's criticisms of Musk's lawsuit demonstrate the growing call for responsibility and openness in journalism. Whether the lawsuit is successful or not, Rogan's involvement in this discussion supports Musk's argument for media changes, highlighting the role of alternative platforms in promoting accuracy and fairness as well as growing discontent with dominant narratives. Elon Musk sued Whoopi for $80 million. Goldberg has provoked discussions over media responsibility. Free expression and false information. Joe Rogan's addition to the story, which exposed media dishonesty and narrative manipulation, has only increased criticism of Goldberg's impassioned defense and conflicting explanations. The case is becoming the main topic of conversation on journalism's transparency. In your opinion, is it appropriate to challenge the media in this case, or is this lawsuit going too far? Please leave a comment with your ideas. And remember to like, share, and subscribe for future updates.